Good morning and welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony. Carla Marie will be here in a second. She is getting our drink prepared. There she is. Welcome to the show, Carla Marie.
Thank you for having me, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, your mic has to be on.
Wow.
There you go.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Is it?
I mean, yeah.
You don't sound like you're too enthused.
I'm struggling.
Why? What's wrong?
I am going to get an allergy test next week for like environmental allergies, not food allergies, which means that I have to essentially, what is the word called when you take something out of your system?
Detox?
Thank you. I have to detox my body of allergy medicine for a whole week.
Well,
So
that'll be interesting.
we're all in this together. Thank
well,
you.
the other thing we're in this together for, Carla Marie, is we are already through Hype Train Level 5.
Dear,
303%. So you better pour up those shots.
Okay, I'll see a lot of people complimenting my dress. Funny enough, I got this dress about probably 10 to 12 years ago at Forever 21.
Oh, wow. Well, stop wasting time here. Stop stalling.
I'm plugging in.
You're going behind your back today, huh?
Yeah, because I don't want to run it up the whole dress.
All right. Well, Carla Marie is going to pour this shot up. It's a s'mores shot, basically.
Nope.
Toasted marshmallows.
Because today is...
Because today is National Toasted Marshmallow Day.
Yep.
So here's maybe an unpopular opinion about toasted marshmallows. I think I like them more than s'mores. Like just toasted marshmallows on a fire, but it's mainly because it's less time consuming.
We didn't solve the problem.
What's the problem?
How are we going to hold this and use the flamethrower?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, as the shop person, that's a problem you maybe
It
should have solved.
been. What was I just going to say? About... What did you say?
I said my unpopular opinion about
Oh,
s'mores
yeah,
and
but
marshmallows.
it's the chocolate. You don't like chocolate.
No, I do.
You say you do, but like I don't think you actually do.
Why is
Like
that?
you don't like it the way that other people like it.
Why are you pouring it in there instead of like a...
Because I'm supposed to put it in a cup and stir.
Oh, okay. Not shake it. Got it.
Things you will learn in the Cocktail Techniques 101 class that I am. I'm not. I keep saying I'm teaching. I feel like I'm more of like a.
Well, why don't you try practicing right now and explain to everyone what you're doing?
I'm more of like a TA
Or
in
not.
that class.
Or don't.
Where I will be helping, but I am pouring into this special pourer.
A measuring cup?
No, it's special for drinks.
It's just to measure anything.
1 ounce of vanilla vodka, 1 ounce of heavy cream, and 1 ounce of Irish cream. I believe it's Bailey's. And then you stir them.
Melissa just said, can you post how to make the shots of the day somewhere? And most of them will be posted. Oh, thank you, Sunali, at seattlecocktailclub.com.
Nope, that's not it.
But that's
the class.
That's still the same website, though, you could go to.
It's seattlecocktailclub.com/CMA. It's not like, we're not like front and center on the website, as we shouldn't be. Okay. Now I'm using a stirrer, a special stir.
You're really good at this. So, yeah, normally every shot we take, courtesy of Seattle Cocktail Club, will be on their website.
Yeah, it says, as seen on the Carla Marie and Anthony show, which is so cool.
That's pretty cool.
I don't remember pouring like this.
And for those of you who might be new to the show, the reason we take shots every morning is not because we are raging alcoholics. It's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
We drink responsibly on the show.
All the time, actually.
And
it's off the show when we do it.
Well, yeah, that's why I said we drink responsibly on the show. And then, on top of that, the reason we do the shot, the reason we drink them every morning is to celebrate the Hype Train, which just finished, Carla Marie. And the Hype Train, for those of you who are unaware, is how people can support us, basically. You can support us throughout the whole stream, but the Hype Train is triggered when a certain amount of people do certain things like follow us, subscribe to the channel, gift subscriptions, all of that. And if it's done in a certain amount of time, we knock out 5 levels of the Hype Train.
It's pretty cool. Naz Mama said, love your nails. They are Carla Marie and Anthony show colors.
Hey, bartender.
Okay.
I'm waiting here.
What is that song?
You don't even have anyone else at the bar.
Hey, bartender. All right, well, you're going to have to hold your shot while I flame it.
I don't know about that.
It's fine. I'll hold it.
I'll do it.
Someone told me that their niece burned off all their hair using one of these.
Martha just said, I don't like the texture of just popping marshmallows. I love eating marshmallows by themselves. Careful. Okay.
Don't you love when your bartender blows in your drink?
Yep. It's a blowjob shot. Isn't that what it is?
You get 4 toasties today.
Cool. Make it even harder to take the shot. I will say, the shot is delicious.
So good. I think we're...
Taking it with the marshmallows is a little difficult. You've got to be, like, ready.
Oh, top with mini marshmallows, plural.
Yeah. All right, you ready, Carla Marie?
Yeah. Wait, make sure it's not hot. I burned the... Oh, it's warm.
Okay. Cheers to you, Carla Marie. Cheers to everyone who supported the stream this morning. And, I got to put the right side out. And cheers, of course, to Seattle Cocktail Club.
The giveaway's not live.
What?
The giveaway?
What?
The giveaway.
It's not live yet. Now that we completed the shot.
It's a weird thing to swallow and chew at the same time.
It is. This time I swallowed first.
I was like...
Which it's nice having the toasted marshmallows as like your chaser, essentially. Right?
Yeah, you want more? I'll light these babies on fire.
I'm good. Now, to the second thing that's going to be on our list real quick. Let me put the list up there now that the hype train is over. We got our good morning and giveaway number 1. Explain what the giveaway is.
What good morning is. Good morning. Did we do that part already?
I said you weren't here. I said good morning to everyone. We did the hype train. That's our good morning. That's how we roll into this thing.
Oh.
So explain to everyone, Carla Marie, what the giveaway is.
So we have a bunch of You Look Great gear, You Look Great apparel that is from our clothing line. If you want to go shop it, you can. There's still some stuff online, youlookgreat.co. But the stuff that we have is from our original collection, which launched June 2021. I don't know what year it is. And our warehouse was like, hey, we have all this stuff that we used as samples to test out your logo and everything.
And they're all like, it's not like they're
No.
crap quality.
Everything is great.
Like that. Yeah.
All of it is great. Some of it is stuff we never even sold. Some of it is stuff that we did sell.
We actually do have, I believe, 2 of the items today in our pile that never were printed.
So
they are exclusives.
Yes. They are one of ones, if you will.
Now, the contest is started. The giveaway is started. All you have to do to enter is type in ! The word enter, and then hit send in the chat. Subscribers will get 3 times the odds of winning. So good luck. We will pull this winner in about 20 minutes. So 8:34, 8:35-ish. We will do that. Carla Marie?
Yeah.
There is a very big thing that happened yesterday that we need to talk about. Carla Marie jumped into the House of Thrones universe.
I did.
And started watching House of the Dragon.
So
what did you think? First episode, by the way. We have not watched the second episode yet.
It was cool. I like that it wasn't like, I don't know, some of those shows, it's like, you guys jinxed me.
Well,
I broke. Some of those shows are like, I can't follow. Maybe it's because the captions are on.
Well, I think part of the reason you can't follow the shows, though, is because you start texting and doing things during the show.
No, you are the texter during
You
shows.
literally... First off, I didn't have my phone yesterday.
I think I was doing something for the podcast at the very end.
I said texting and things during the show.
Okay. Anyway, I didn't really watch. I take that back. I watched like every other episode of Game of Thrones because like I didn't really care, and if you were watching it, I'd sometimes like because you did a thing where you rewatch them.
Yes.
So I would like check in. So I know enough about people, but sometimes I have to be like, who is that? But I don't want to be that annoying person, so I'm like Googling it. So I liked it. I like that there's a cool storyline about a girl.
So far, I mean, we only watched the first
relatable.
episode.
Representation matters.
I mean, there was a white girl on the other show too, Carla Marie.
No, I know. I'm saying, but I like that.
Okay.
I'm saying it's not just about like kings taking over. There's girls too.
Which means you definitely didn't watch any of first show, Game of Thrones, because women are pretty prominent in the storyline.
No, I know, but I didn't really follow it.
Yes,
this is different. Like, I know about it. And, like, when we watch Vikings, I like that too because there's women in charge. You know?
That's fair. The other show that I watched completely on my own, it took me 2 days to finish season 1, was Mo. Watched the entire show. Mo Amer is the comedian who put the show together. And I didn't know this. So the show Rami on Hulu,
Rami.
is about a Middle Eastern guy. Rami Youssef is his name.
Does our friend Rami know about the show?
Mo was also on that show. And Rami
Oh,
co-executive produces Mo
it's cool.
on Netflix. So they're pulling from both of
great.
those bank accounts, from the Netflix bank account and from the Hulu bank account, which is also Disney. So they're making some decent money as a team, which is pretty awesome.
I watched last night. It came out in 2019, and I'll be honest, if there's like a new Netflix show, but it came out like 2-3 years ago, I'm like, I can't watch that. I'm so behind. But it popped up because Netflix officially knows everything about me,
Of course.
and it's the history show, but it's like it explains how different things started. And this one was about water bottles, like plastic water bottles, and how
Okay.
the water industry started. Like, think about it. In the 80s, there were no, or maybe that's about when it started coming on the scene. Like, you didn't get a Poland Spring water bottle. And let's see, it's the Rotten series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. And one of them is about water bottles. And I was watching it last night, like, what the hell? And the crazy thing is, like, if you drink your tap water for a whole year, 8 glasses a day, you'll spend about 66 cents for the year.
Oh, wow.
If you buy a bottle of water, you spend, I forgot, it was like $10,000 or something. Like, it was something insane.
Got my tap water right here.
We got a Brita, so I spend a little bit more, but you know. But then it starts talking
Can I
about.
tell you my problem with Britas real quick?
What?
So I drink a lot of water,
I know you have to refill.
and I hate refilling
I
the
know.
Brita all the time.
I know.
And I also know that I drink a lot of water. You don't drink as much, but you only drink from the Brita. So what I try to do is make sure that the Brita is always filled for you, and I'm not going to pull from that,
What a guy.
you know?
But apparently Dasani. So a lot of the water when it launched was like actual spring water or whatever. But then they start like testing it, realizing like your tap water was actually better. Like these were things that were happening in the 90s. But Coca-Cola was like, we got to get in the tap water scene. So they literally Dasani was essentially, they were just filling bottles with tap water. They
Yeah.
would run it through a system, but by the time it got filtered out, it was actually taking out all the minerals you would get from your actual tap. So it was worse than tap water. And then you're drinking out of plastic, and then this plastic, like here we are, plastic everywhere.
Does bottled water have fluoride? Fluoride?
I don't remember.
What's the actual element? Because they pump that into our tap water.
Mhm.
And that's why we don't have like busted teeth like people used to have back in the day.
I highly recommend it. It's super short. It's crazy. It's like one of those when your teacher would be like, "We're gonna watch this video about how bills are made," and it was like kind of like that. It was very instructional. No interviews.
Conjunction junction?
It was like
What's your
that.
function?
Yes. But Rebecca in Jacksonville said, "Oh my God, my husband watched The Most Hated Man on the internet over the weekend, and this MFer needs to be thrown in the garbage."
Someone was just telling me about that.
Me.
No, someone else. Someone else was just telling me about that show. And you watched the whole thing already, Carla Marie?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I'm like petrified of something like that happening again, but also I know that it kind of wouldn't.
Okay.
But
So give everyone a real brief synopsis of what it's about.
what the hell was the name of the website this guy started early 2000s where,
Is it the Are You Up one? No.
yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
he would hack into essentially women's emails, get into the cloud of their photos, find like naked photos of them and put it on this website and never take them down. And there were no rules. There really aren't any rules now either.
The internet is still a pretty wild place.
The only reason they were essentially able to like stop him is because of the hacking, not because of putting like if I sent Anthony a naked photo of me and he posted it on the internet, unless someone reports it for like if he had his own website and was doing that,
Yeah.
there's nothing illegal about it. I gave you that photo. But
So then does it become mine in that? Because isn't there...
there was something they tried arguing like I'm the artist, I took the photo.
But aren't there laws against like revenge porn and stuff essentially? Like if a couple breaks up, the guy can't just put all the pictures on the internet.
I think it's by state to state,
Okay.
honestly.
Oh, wait, go up. Someone wrote about fluorine in there.
Nursery water and tap water.
Is only in nursery water and tap. What is nursery water?
Like at nurseries.
But wouldn't they just have tap water? Amanda O'Brien redeemed the hydrate reminder. Thank you very much, Amanda. My tap water, what did you know, right? My tap water in somewhere was trying to kill me for a while with PFOAs.
They were in the morning show podcast.
And obviously, if you're in Flint, you're not drinking the tap water there. All right, let's catch up on here. Morgan from Cedro Woolley, thank you very much for your subscription with Prime. We were actually just talking about you the other day.
Yeah.
Because we drove by Cedro Woolley.
We were telling our friends who were visiting from Tennessee and Colorado that last time we were all the way up there was when you had won the prize and we had to drop it off.
For babies to mix with formula. Oh, like, do people sell nursery water? That's an actual thing?
No. We're so.
Nursery water is for bottles for babies. It's filtered, but includes some fluoride for teeth health. Thank you very much.
Do we need to just start drinking nursery water then?
But it sounds like tap water. If it's water with
apparently not
fluoride. What is different about nursery water than tap water?
I was at my friend Tatum's house yesterday, and she has now
There it is. Sorry. Distilled water is used for nursery water. Thank you very much. See, you learn something new every day.
So Tatum has now a 6-month-old. What is she was born? Yeah, 6-month-old baby. And I'm just like, she's, diaper, boom. I'm like, do you need help? She's like, nope, got it. Changing the baby's diaper in the trunk, like all this different stuff. And I'm like watching it. I don't know, dude. She's like, when you think about having kids, like whether you want them or not, like what do you think about? Like what pops into your mind? I go, the fact that I'm never going to sleep again. And then I have to make a decision based off of another human.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it's scary that I've lived this long and not have to do that.
Yeah.
And then like completely flipping your life. But I was like, but also to an extent, I've lived this long not having to do that. It's okay to change.
Yeah, it's not like you're doing much these days anyway,
Yeah, I like that. I like not having to do
Martha
that.
in the chat, Carla Marie said congrats to Ashley Marie.
Yes.
Your sister, if you want to talk about that.
My sister is pregnant and due in January. And it's we don't know what it is. I keep saying it's a boy. She's not finding out. And yeah.
So let's backtrack for a second because I do want to get to some of the stuff on the list. We do have the You Look Great giveaway. How that works is you type in exclamation point and the word enter, hit send in the chat, and you are automatically qualified to be in the giveaway.
Yeah.
And we have one of every size today. We are running low on some of the sizes, but small through triple XL. If you are the winner, you have a minute to tell us what your size is. And at that point,
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. At that point, you become the winner. You claim your size, and we move on to the next giveaway. We're going to do 2 today. We were doing 3 for about 2 weeks. We're going to lower it to 2 so we can do them for longer. Oh, there's 193 people in here. Let's see how many people have signed up for the giveaway. And remember, you do have to be here for the giveaway. 120 people have signed up. Second thing on the list.
No, you said let's go back to something before we go to something.
Yeah, we're going to backtrack.
Oh.
So we were talking about weddings, but normally, for most people, before babies, I should say, is weddings.
Yeah.
And there's apparently a new trend that is, again, I never fully believe when articles blame millennials for things because I feel like it's just become a catch-all term for younger people.
Yeah.
Because I remember a couple of years ago when COVID first kicked off, they're like, oh, all these millennials are going on spring break. The millennials are 30, you dummy. They're not going on spring break.
And I'm so mad because I was the person that got to be a guest on Fox and Friends right in March 2020.
Yes.
And they kept saying millennials. And in that moment, like it wasn't like clicking. And I wish that I could have been like, guys, no, that's not right. And then I would have gone viral for correcting Fox and Friends, but no.
So the new trend, according to this article, with millennials, or someone younger than the author most likely, is mushrooms at weddings instead of alcohol. And obviously it's not like super widespread yet, but it's picking up steam in certain parts of the country and in certain groups. And I guess people are doing it because alcohol sometimes leads to fights and hangovers and
Yeah.
things like that. And allegedly, I am not advocating for, nor have I done mushrooms. But allegedly, according to people who are advocates of mushrooms, with the proper dosing, you don't feel sick the next
No.
day. You're not going to
Listen.
get into a fight.
I am all for trying mushrooms, not like gonna go buy it in a dark alley. Like
Okay.
so there's a coffee shop we went to over this weekend. I got hot chocolate and it had adaptogen mushrooms in it. And like
What does that even mean?
a small dosage, it was like 100 milligrams, whatever, of mushrooms. And the one that I got is supposed to help you focus. I don't know that it really did anything, but I wasn't sleepy.
Oh, here we go. B-Delps91 said, we are 30 and got married in October. A lot of our guests were on mushrooms at the wedding. It was a blast. Now, B-Delps, was that bride and groom supplied mushrooms? Or were they just, did all of your friends just like mushrooms and they brought them themselves? You know, like I'm sure there are people that are high at weddings. I don't think the bride and groom are normally supplying weed or any other drug.
Are we going to have her call?
I am logging onto our Google Voice right now. So if you give us a second, it keeps logging me out every single day.
But I watched, like, there's like a lot of shows on Netflix about, like, is it Ayahuasca? Am I saying it wrong? Ayahuasca.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about. Is it in like Peru? People go to like
There's a few
pilgrimages
places.
down there.
And you just like, you take all the mushrooms and then like someone who's not on mushrooms and knows what's happening, it like kind of makes sure you're okay and you're not just going to jump off a cliff or something.
Okay.
And it like helps essentially reset your body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for this. I am all for this. I'm not going to go try it at a wedding for the first time.
So, B-Delps, if you feel like calling us up, we would love to have you on. The number is 201-305-0894.
Yes.
201-305-0894. And Martha said it's ayahuasca. That's how it's pronounced, apparently.
Really?
Ayahuasca. There you go. Just Jen Realtor said that as well.
Maybe you say it differently when you're on mushrooms.
Well, it's not mushrooms.
It is a mushroom.
Is it?
I believe so.
Well, look it up. Let's see. Vicky said, I'm one of the very few people that has never done a drug, not even weed, in my life, so I feel like I can't speak on this. That's fair.
Oh, no, it's a drink.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's B-Delps.
B-Delps, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
So, B-Delps, first off, what's your real name?
I know this.
Bridget.
I
What'd you say?
didn't hear what you just said.
Hello?
Oh, there you are. Okay, so what's your real name?
It's Bridget.
There
I
we
knew
go.
that
Okay.
because we just mailed you your shirt.
Well, no, I want
Yes,
everyone to know.
I know.
I
I got it,
could've-
and my brother stole it from me.
What?
Yeah, he took it.
That son
Is
of a
he
bee.
younger? What is this deal?
No, he's a year younger, and I got him a hoodie, but he was like, I want this shirt too, so then he took the shirt too.
Okay, we might have to send you a new one.
Little siblings will do that to you. But, B-Dubs, what we want to talk to you about is mushrooms at your wedding.
Yeah.
So you said in the chat that people at your wedding were on mushrooms and it was a blast. And this is obviously because we were talking about how it's a new trend to replace alcohol, or at least give your wedding guests the option of choosing alcohol or mushrooms. Where
Yeah,
did
so
your
my
guests
husband's
get them
friends
from?
Are big party animals,
Oh.
and you know they're a big Italian family, and they're all crazy. So yeah, they were handing them out like candy. You would ask one of the guys outside, like, "Can I get a lighter to smoke your joint?" And he's like, "Yeah, you want some shrooms too?"
Oh, wow. So your wedding had
So-
booze, shrooms, weed. You guys were all over the place.
Oh yeah, I mean the manager of the facility we got married at was not happy. We were all smoking pot out front, but I was like, I told you that we were going to do this, and you didn't believe me. So
What state did you get married in?
in Connecticut, and they legalized it now. So
Oh,
They legalized weed, or they legalized mushrooms in Connecticut?
no, weed.
I was like,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Okay,
What?
so weed is legal in Connecticut. So you guys smoking outside is totally normal and legal.
Yes.
Did you smoke outside of your wedding?
Oh yeah, as soon as we were done with our first dance, and before we did cake cutting and everything, it was in my timeline of the day with my event planner that I
Wow.
wanted time to go outside and smoke.
I love you.
That's amazing. But let's get back. Let's get back to the mushrooms for a second.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you said it was so fun. Well, how is it
Yeah,
different than
so
people drinking?
So people were drinking too, but most of the guys that were like on the shrooms did not, drink too, but they were just, like dancing. And then at the end of the night, instead of like getting a limo or a party bus back to the hotel, we're broke, so I rented a school bus.
That's
Love it.
awesome.
And we were all on the school bus and going back, and everyone's like partying and saying what a good time it was. And we stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning, ordered McDonald's, Uber Eats. Like, it was a blast.
So let me ask you this question. You had guests that were just drinking, right?
Yep.
Then you had guests that were just smoking, correct?
Yep.
And a handful of guests that were also probably just on mushrooms. Could you tell the difference between what each person enjoyed to elevate their party experience?
So obviously everyone who was drinking a lot did not want to wake up in the morning for checkout at the hotel.
Okay.
But the guys who were on the shrooms, like, they were up and ready to go to our breakfast the next morning, like banging on people's doors to get up.
Oh my God. How long does that like stay in your body, in your system?
Honestly, I've never personally done them because I work in healthcare, so I can't. But I don't know. I mean, all those guys were fine the next day.
Let's see.
Crazy.
I'm trying to see if there's any questions for you in the chat.
Someone said, I live in Connecticut. Where was your wedding?
It was at Crystal Peak in Winstead.
What part of the state is Winstead in?
It's like north.
Oh, okay. So you're like closer to Massachusetts than New York or New Jersey.
Yeah, it's like up Route 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Connecticut always blew my mind because I would have to drive to like Vermont or New Hampshire to go see some friends, or sometimes Massachusetts. And I always felt like for such a small state, it takes forever to drive
Lots of
through
traffic.
Connecticut. It
Yeah.
just never makes sense.
Oh, yeah. It's a pain. The day we had to go get our marriage license, it was like I took the whole day off. It was like a ride up to the town to sign the paperwork to come back.
And then I want to make. Oh, so someone said that they would be too young to attend this kind of wedding. Was it an adults only wedding?
Yes, the only children that were there were my two nieces that were flower girls and my nephew. And then we arranged, like, somebody came and picked them up at 9 o'clock. So pretty much, when the party got started, they left.
Let's see. And then Martha's asking if the mushrooms make you like. Do you feel the same kind of high on mushrooms as you would weed? I guess.
Bridget's never done it.
Oh, true.
From what I've heard, no, it's way more intense. Like,
Okay.
I'm
I don't-
pretty
maybe-
sure. Like,
maybe I
the guys
won't.
say they're like happy. Sometimes they hallucinate. Like, I've never done it, but I mean, I've heard the stories.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna not do this. Bridget, by the way, where are you from originally?
I am from Connecticut. I grew up in Woolgate, but now I live in Southington.
Because I feel like you sound Canadian sometimes.
I think she sounds a little
Oh.
Midwestern.
What?
A little Midwestern, yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Anyway, Bridget, thank you for letting us take up so much of your time. We already
Yeah.
talked to you for about like 5 minutes. So thank you for letting us steal that time from you and being part of the show.
No problem, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. You guys make my day.
Oh,
You're the
thank you. You look
best.
great.
You look great. Bye.
So mushrooms at wedding. So Bridget's wedding was a little different than what I was talking about.
Oh.
Because the article is specifically mentioning weddings that will like provide mushroom infused chocolates and stuff for their guests.
Oh. Yeah,
I
the
mean-
place in Capitol Hill is called Wonderground, WNDER, not like WO.
Mm.
And then I got Anthony a sample of tea,
I've not had the tea.
but it's supposed to like sleepy tea.
And it is a hallucinogen. Like if you take regular mushrooms, the mushrooms that you had at Capitol Hill were not hallucinogenic mushrooms.
There's you know what? We're gonna have to dive into the world of muffins.
Mushrooms? There you go.
Ayahuasca.
And in some states, I believe Oregon, you can actually legally purchase mushrooms now.
Okay, ayahuasca is not mushrooms, by the way.
What is it?
It's a different kind of plant.
Oh, we have to do the giveaway. We're going to move on from
Drugs.
mushrooms for a second. There we go. Let's put this on the screen real quick. We'll
There's,
give
like,
you a couple
signs
more
around.
seconds, by the way. If you have not done so yet, type in !point and the word enter. That way you can win some of our You Look Great gear. Sorry, there's some what, Carla Marie?
Like signs around Washington that are like legalized mushrooms. I'm like, guys, we just got the weed.
Yeah, there was also a guy running around with a shirt that said legalized cocaine. So I'm just not going to believe everything I read on a t-shirt.
Wait, where did you see that? Oh no, that was in Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
No, I mean like actual flyers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh! Even at the Ballard Farmers Market, there's a mushroom tent you can go to.
But what kind of are they? They're not full hallucinogenic
I-
mushrooms.
I would, and this is just me in my mind. When I see it at the farmers market, I equate that to like what CBD is to weed.
Okay.
That's how I look at
Yeah.
it. Like it's a small dosage. It's just enough. May not do anything.
I'm going to give you 15 seconds. If you have not done so yet, exclamation point, enter, type that into the chat and hit send. Once that hits the 12-minute mark, we are going to close the giveaway. We got 150 people in so far. And if you don't win, we're going to turn this around and do another one within like 3 minutes.
I just remembered the word I was thinking. Not ayahuasca, ashwagandha. That's mushrooms.
Isn't ashwagandha something that's in like cereal or something?
Your daily dose of calm.
Okay.
They
Anyway,
stole our thing.
moving on. We are going to draw today's winner, Robbie and Everett.
Oh my God! Finally, after all these years of
Robbie and
gifting
Everett.
things.
If you are in the chat, let us know. I'm going to start a timer for a minute. Unless you beat me to setting the timer.
Yeah.
There we go. Stopwatch. We're going to wait. Robbie and Everett's got a minute
She's
to
gonna respond.
claim
She's here.
her shirt.
The
Let's
fact
see.
that my nose.
Oh, there we
XL.
go. XL. What do we have in the XL today, Carla Marie?
I don't know that you want me to. Let me finish blowing my nose. Okay. I didn't blow my nose in my hands. It was in the tissue. just
Yes.
so everybody knows. Small,
No, they're in order.
medium, large. Oh, look at that. I swear we have other things.
I don't know if we do an extra large. So there we go. Robbie and Everett, congratulations. You are the proud owner of a new You Look Great neon green shirt.
Email
And
us
there you go.
hello@carlamarineanthony.com with your mailing information as well as just say green XL t-shirt in there.
All right, so Robbie and Everett was winner number 1, and we are now going to launch. Let's see, give everyone their first ticket for free, send confirmation when buying tickets via chat, and subscribers have 3 times the chance of winning. Create and start.
If we had a producer, they'd be doing all this. But since everyone who watches and listens are our producers, they need to get their own contact information to us.
Yeah, so Robbie, email us hello@carlamarineanthony.com, and we will do this drawing right around a little bit before 9 o'clock, so in about 15 minutes or so, 15 to 20. Let me go back to the regular screen here. Okay, so trippy weddings, we are done with that. We are moving on.
I thought that was going to be about the trippy weddings I have coming up. I thought that's why you wrote that.
No. Do you want to talk about your weddings?
The chaos that I'm the rest of my life for the next 6 months.
Well,
is
do you
about
want to talk about that right now, or do you want to talk about sports with a Z?
I got time.
All
I
right.
can talk about it very briefly.
Go for
So most of the people in this chat know Sam from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Who?
And my best friend. Her wedding is Black Friday. But leading up to that, we have her shower, which I don't think I'm going to be able to make, and then her bachelorette party.
Mhm.
But my best friend Alex got engaged this summer, and she was like, which she'll be the first person to tell you, never in her life did she think she'd get engaged, let alone have a wedding. Like, that's just not that she didn't think she'd find someone. That's not just what she ever wanted or thought, but she is. So she calls me yesterday, and she tells me her wedding date, and it's in January, right around the time that my sister is about to have the baby. So
That's good.
yeah, because then I'll be back on the East Coast, which is great. But I have to come back here from Christmas. I have Seahawks games, and then I got to go back to New Jersey. So it's
Yeah.
going to be chaotic then.
But the good thing about flights in January, for
So
the most part, is they are usually cheaper. I don't know what's going to happen this year because flights are
Oh,
insane.
they're only like $280 right now, which I
Yeah.
say only, but
Which is nice.
they were $205 last year at that time. I remember.
Okay.
So they'll get there. It's still far away. But then Alex is like, oh, I might do my bachelorette party the first weekend in November, which is Sam's bachelorette
That
party.
stinks.
And I'm like, dude, how have I know like everyone in their 20s and even like Erica Shea, the human, going through all of this right now is like friends getting married, whatever. I like
That's where her whole podcast was.
I have
The
to
most
listen to
recent podcast.
it's like it happens in your 20s. I never had that ever. Never did I ever have a chaotic time in my 20s where people were getting married.
How many weddings were you in as like a bridesmaid, maid of honor, one in your whole life?
Okay, in my so I was a junior bridesmaid at age 8.
What does that mean?
You're just a kid in a wedding, then not a flower.
It's
girl.
like you're too old to be a flower girl, but they don't want you at the bachelorette party?
Yeah, but even then, Okay, so junior bridesmaid, and then a bridesmaid at 13, and a bridesmaid to my brother. So all of my like 8 years old to 15 years old, 3 of them.
Okay, so that doesn't really count. They're
Then
not
the next
expecting you to
one
do
was
anything.
last summer, Ashley Marie's wedding, the maid of honor.
Wow.
Yeah, I have lived a very blessed life until now. Till now, all of my friends, my 2 nieces are engaged. My 2 best friends are engaged. And I'm like, no, it's almost like no matter when it happens, like the thing of everyone in your life gets married at the same time happens. Even like, and
so like the 4 closest people to you, really, other than your sister who got married last year,
are
now getting married.
100%.
That sucks.
And the crazy thing is, like, it's weird because I'm like, well, it's interesting that it is happening now later in life because everyone always says, like, people are getting married later, having kids later. And that is truly happening, but my nieces are 26. They're not older.
No, you're the old one.
I'm the older.
in that equation.
It's so weird that it's all happening now. And I have possibly 6 straight weeks of travel or guests or something going on in the fall, and it's giving me major anxiety.
And you're going to go, you have those 4 weddings coupled with the fact that your sister's having a baby.
With that in the shower and the baby, and I'm sure there's going to be a christening, obviously. And my nieces, will be at their showers, their weddings, and their bachelorette parties. That's 6 things right there. And my sister and the baby, that's 8, 10, 11.
Yeah, Martha brings up a good point in the chat. Financially, you are screwed.
Oh, absolutely. Or just, well, here's the other thing. Like, I'm done buying, like, these insane gifts for things. Like, someone else can buy it. I'm done.
Fred the Mailman feels your pain, Carla Marie. He said in the chat, I was the best man in 3 weddings, a groomsman in 3, and he officiated a wedding. He is officially tapped out.
It's crazy. Plus, you have to think we had 2 years of no weddings.
Yeah, so things are being compressed now. I'm trying to think. I've never been a best man, and I don't think I ever will be.
I don't think that's true.
I think my brothers will be best men for one another, possibly. I don't think I would be the best man for either.
I always tell you, you'd be the best man at my wedding.
That's fair. I don't care. And I've been a groomsman in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6. What am I doing?
I don't know if anyone can see, but in the back corner of the door
there's
is
a little
Erica's paw.
There's a little paw sticking through. I don't think you can tell though, because it's so close to the corner of the door that it just looks like it's the corner. Let's see. I hate being in weddings. I've been a bridesmaid once. I
don't hate it yet.
I think for women, it's way more expensive. Like for a guy, we have to rent a tux. That's basically it. You guys have to buy dresses. I feel like women just spend more money on those things. Like the big thing we have to spend money on is going to a bachelor party and paying for the bachelor. And then we're basically done.
I know. And you would think like women make less money. Why are we having showers?
Because you're silly. That's the problem.
Because here's the thing. The shower benefits the groom, which I believe that Sam's shower isn't a woman-female thing. It's both. We're both invited.
Oh, I'm not going to be there.
Which
I don't
means
do
you got to give me half for the gift.
Mm-mm. I didn't see my invite.
Well, I didn't get one yet either.
So, like, for example, let me explain the women being silly part of it. Okay. When guys go to weddings, let's talk about the actual wedding day.
Oh, I sent you this article because you tried telling me that it was an article about how much people are spending on going to weddings now, and it's because no one's getting married like in their hometown anymore. No one.
But that's besides the point.
So you're paying for at least one night of a hotel.
Yeah. Okay, now I was going to go with the wedding day. Let's talk about the festivities on the wedding day.
Well, I've already paid for one night of the hotel, or I'm paying for one night of the hotel.
So, women, I feel like even if they're not in the wedding, they spend a crap ton on their hair and their makeup. Obviously, if you're in the wedding, there's like a whole team of people that are painting and teasing and brushing and air blasting and doing all the things that you do to look like a completely different person for like 7 hours. Yeah. Your hair looks like a peacock. There's enough
Did I look like a peacock at my sister's wedding?
A little bit.
You don't even know what I look like.
You had a bunch of like bobby pins and stuff in there.
But you didn't know that till after the wedding.
Oh, you're not listening to me.
So did I look like a peacock?
Answer. Yeah. Compared to what you normally look like, yes.
I looked like a peacock. Get a photo of me up. You're being a jerk.
But between like the makeup, the hair, the body spray, what do you tanning, all
Which
of that stuff. What do? Guys wake up, they brush their teeth, they put a little something in their hair,
Okay, let me tell you right now though. If I
and
did
they
that,
put on their suit.
so for Sam's wedding, I'm getting my makeup done, but I'm doing my own hair.
Okay.
So I'm saving, I don't know how much money there. But luckily, Sam got an endorsement with the place where the bridesmaid dresses are from, Beholden. So we didn't have to pay for our
That's
dresses,
good.
which is not the norm. I know that. But we are going to have to pay for 2 nights of a hotel, which is like 3 something.
Mhm.
And what else?
Wait, for Sam's wedding?
Mhm.
Why?
Well, I have to pay for 2 nights because I have to be there at the ass crack to start getting ready.
Right. Okay.
And then obviously the night of the wedding. Then you have to think you get a gift for someone. You get them a gift for the shower. Then the bachelorette party is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to a 4-night bachelorette party. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
And the bachelorette party, here's the other part, right? So the wedding, you guys spend so much more money on normally, your hair, your makeup, the dresses, things like that. All
And the
aesthetics
shower.
and the shower. Bachelor party is where things should be even. But like I said, women are silly, and apparently you can't have a bachelor party without dick hats and like
No,
balloons.
I actually think men
and
spend more.
And no way. And you have like the Instagram background and everything you guys do.
It's cheap.
But I'm just saying it's silly money. Like it's so
No, you're not wrong.
silly.
So Maggie Magoo said, my friend's mom wanted to spend $500 just to rent a special chair for my friend to open her gifts in. Well, we did that for my niece's shower.
And how dumb.
So dumb.
How dumb.
And now my sister who paid for all this is like, yeah, that was dumb.
Like balloon walls. Just all of it.
But a lot of that you rent it, obviously.
You're still paying for it.
But when I came back from my niece's shower, my friend Shandon, who owns A Lair, the store in West Seattle, was like, what goes on in New Jersey that you had a baby shower with a throne?
That's also the thing we have to always remember as we have these discussions is when you grow up in, wow, I'm just going to move that away. I don't know if everyone else can hear it, but. Can everyone else hear how loud that is, or is it just because I'm in the same room?
It's insane. Like, there's just like a little person in my sinuses right now cranking it out.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of messages in the chat.
Kirby Knockout. We just got back from a funeral in New Jersey, and it blew my Midwestern mind. What goes on there?
And then Made by Erica said, joy isn't silly, Anthony.
It's true.
I get that. And whatever makes you happy, go do that thing. That doesn't mean that the rest of us can't look from the outside and say that looks silly.
Just wait till I start
when you
my
walk
flower
into
company.
a nice restaurant with a dick on your head, it looks
I've seen it.
silly. I don't know how else to say that.
I'm going to make a comment about that in a moment. However, I'm going to start a flower company one day that does like, you know, what these balloon walls do, but like something similar, but like fresh flowers for bachelorette and bridesmaids. I'm going to take
It'll be
all
$1 billion.
their money. Going to take it all. Anyway, so I was in Napa with my parents and we were at a very nice Italian restaurant and in comes a bride and her bridesmaids at her bachelorette party. And the bride was wearing an inflatable penis.
Yeah.
She was an inflatable penis.
It's ridiculous. I mean, if she lost a bet, that's kind of funny, but all of it's
and
just
it was
ridiculous.
Like, with my mom, and if I was sitting there with my dad, I was like,
imagine if a bunch of dudes walked into a restaurant with a vagina on their head.
or being a vagina.
Or boobs on their head. No one would be like, oh my God, they're having so much fun. Just leave them alone. They just have tits on their heads. It's so weird to me. The whole bachelorette party penis fascination thing is so weird. And not because of the penis itself. I just think any group of humans who goes out in public wearing genitals on themselves is weird. And it's a waste of money. You're buying dick straws.
that are plastic and going to go in the garbage.
Besides that. But yeah, we always have to mention the caveat that the weddings that we talk about are normally Northeast, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, sometimes Pennsylvania weddings.
Yeah.
And Florida, I feel like, does the same thing. Because Florida's just
But
like New York South.
Sam's having her shower kind of normal.
Yeah.
My friend Alex is like, I
Sam
just want to
does-
do a mini cocktail party as her shower. Like, not the whole, like, my sister's shower was at a wedding venue in New Jersey.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
prom was there.
Pretty
My
wild.
grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary, her graduation party, all this stuff, it was there, and that's where we had a shower. And that's why, like, I don't trust my family with this stuff. That's why I'm like, I don't want anyone to be a part of any of the planning, which sounds so mean, but I mean it in, like, the nicest way of, like, let me just do things my way because I know they won't.
That's fair. What do you have highlighted there, Carla?
Lizzie P said, Cubans do the baby shower thing. The giant chair, opening the gifts in front of the family, like, what?
But I don't understand what the giant chair
It's like
needs
a
to be there
throne,
for.
and you sit there and you open your gifts. It is obnoxious.
I don't know. Real quick, before we move on to the next thing, I just saw that Jen from Jersey City, Renee, and Tacoma Swifty all just entered
Cool.
the contest kind of recently. If you want to win some of our limited edition You Look Great gear that we have to Carla Marie's right, your left, we have every size still available.
Mm-hmm.
And all you have to do is type in ! The word enter, and then hit send in the chat, and you will be entered. It's free to enter. If you are a subscriber, however, you do get 3 times the odds of winning.
Mm-hmm.
So being a subscriber definitely will help you. I just saw Daisy from Prineville, Bree from AZ, JC Detail, a lot of people entering now. And we will do that drawing in just about 7 minutes.
Crazy Dream Girl said, I went on a 16-day honeymoon. Oh, I eloped and we went on a 16-day honeymoon in Europe. Saved our money for the fun part for us. Way more memorable and fun than a wedding would have been. I love it.
And listen, I know I bash weddings a lot. I bash the craziness and the opulence of weddings. I would love to have a huge party because I think that's the fun part. I don't need ice sculptures.
No.
I don't need a wall of flowers during the ceremony or anything like that. I want to have a big-ass party and then go on vacation. That's it.
It's funny, though, because I make fun of, like, the penis things. Like, I don't want any of it, but also my older sister's really great at making penis lollipops, like the chocolate ones,
When did you learn that skill?
for Ashley's bachelorette.
Okay.
And I, like, there's a part of it that's like, duh, how stupid is this? Like, there's a mix of, like, irony in there. Like, I'm not putting a dick hat on my head. I'm not doing it. Are
Okay.
kids back at school yet? Can I say these things?
It's too late.
But there's a little bit of it where it's, like, kind of funny.
I mean, no, I understand the comedy of it because when we were in Spain, we went to the Dick Waffle place.
What was it called?
I forgot. I can't remember. It was like Penis City, something like that. I don't know. But they made
Dicktown?
I think it was Dicktown. They made waffles that could be injected with a filling,
It was.
and they were the shape of penises. And then they had like ice cream and waffles that was the vagina version of their treats. Dicktown.
What a time. I got to make a reel out of that.
So before we move on, though, or actually we are going to move on from that, Carla Marie, because we do have sports with a Z, and you said we needed to get into a video, or is that the same thing?
Same thing.
Okay.
Kind of.
So let me get this on the screen real quick.
I'm going to do a 2-part sports with a Z today. My first video with the Seahawks is officially on the Seahawks Instagram account.
Is that what we're going to watch right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I have done one that's been on the 12s account, but I'm not really in it. It's just my hand, like, interviewing little kids about the season. It was cute. But this is my first video on the Seahawks account. I didn't know it was going to get posted. I just see Seahawks tagged you in a video. I was like, and I went, and it came out so good.
And they actually tagged you. They said, like, this is Carla Marie or something?
And sometimes they do collabs.
Cool.
But it's just, I'm just tagged in the video. I'm not, like, at the Carla Marie asked all these questions. It's just whatever. But there's a lot of comments of, like, handle names that I've never seen before that are like, oh my God, at the Carla Marie, such a good job, or whatever. And I'm like,
that's so cool.
It's so, like, I was geeking out last night, and I'd say 90% of the comments were, more than 90% of the comments were positive. If they weren't, it was something about the team not winning or winning.
It wasn't like, yo, that Carla Marie girl sucks.
No,
Get her off.
One was like, oh, I don't want us to be that team that's doing this stuff. And it's like, no, you do, because you want people to care about your players more than just some dude throwing a ball.
When people say things like that, it's like you're watching grown men play a game.
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
Yes.
That's all it is.
I don't care. I was so pumped. And that was the very first or second video. That was my first day. So
it's there now on the Seahawks account.
Yeah, more to come.
Okay. And that is not the video that I'm going to click here?
No.
What is this?
So this, my friend Rami actually sent me this morning and was like, what is Jeff Bezos doing?
Okay, so now I hit this.
You can click it.
Okay.
Sound should be on. It's playing sound already. It's playing the video. You shouldn't have What are those noises? First of all, I'm
I don't know.
banging
We're
in
gonna
my
turn
ears.
this off now. Hold on.
Just close it out. Then it's gonna put something else on.
Okay. So
It's real,
That's kinda-
apparently.
the ball itself is real.
Apparently,
So it's a promotional item.
no.
They're not using a different ball on Thursdays.
They are using a different ball on
There's
Thursday.
not a-
I said the same thing. That's apparently what's happening.
They're not using a different ball on. Who told you for sure that's what is happening?
Russell Wilson,
Oh yeah.
he was playing with it on his thing.
But I'm 100% sure that it's just the idea like, oh, it's football is different now because it's on Amazon. They're not going to have these players
That's what I
practice.
said. I was like, "There's no way that's not fair."
No, there's no chance the ball itself is real.
No.
Absolutely
Dude,
no
I
chance.
bet you it's real.
I mean, not to be used in the game, I should say. I'm sure they'll sell it. They'll probably send it to radio stations to talk about or
they're
something.
gonna probably send us one.
Something like that. Where is it? Wow, there's a lot of.
This is Amazon reveals a newly designed ball for Thursday Night Football that is hopefully likely a joke.
Yeah, there's no way that it's actually real. You think all those?
No, I said to Rami, I was like, "There's no way," and he was like, "Literally, the league will revolt." Listen, I haven't had a chance to ask the players.
They fined the Patriots $1 million for changing the ball just a little
Well,
bit.
that's because nobody knew about it.
But still, what I'm saying is they're not going to change the NFL ball. They're not going to make it thinner. They're not going to make it
Okay,
faster.
now
whatever.
what if they do?
They're not.
Okay, but what if they did
It's silly.
for Thursdays?
It would be silly.
Okay.
Would I stop watching football altogether? No. I would just sit there and be like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, we are talking about it. It did
I
its
know.
job.
Oh, absolutely. But if you go read the comments, and someone was like, "You still have time to delete this."
All right, we do have 1 minute or so. Let me pull up the screen here. Where are we? There we are. Nope, wrong one. There it is. 40 seconds, and we will close this drawing. We have 134 people who have entered so far. If you have not entered yet, here's how you get your shot at some You Look Great or Carla Marie Anthony gear. Some of it has never been printed
Never.
for sale before. You go into the chat, you type in ! And the word enter, no spaces, nothing like that, and you hit send, and you are entered to win. It is free to enter. I hate how the word is enter because I feel like I just keep saying it a lot, but it is free to enter. If you are a subscriber, you've got 3 times the odds of winning. So let me pull this up on the screen. You should like use a neti pot every morning.
The most annoying thing is that it by like 10 a.m. this stops.
It's just here. You should take a shower in the morning and clear out your nose in the shower. That's like the best feeling in the world. All right, 10 seconds left. We will close the giveaway at 21:30. And close. Now remember, I'm going to start a timer. Once I pick this name, you're going to have 2 minutes.
2.
To let us know that you're here. If you do not do that in the appropriate time, we will pick a different winner. SM288.
Oh, I never saw that before.
SM288. Let us know if you are in the chat. So now we just have to wait here for 2 minutes? You're on Instagram.
No,
You've,
I was looking to see if I can get the comments to load, but
the comments for what?
the video.
Oh, there we go.
Yay.
SM288 is here, so let us know your size, and we will show you what we're sending.
And what's your name? Tell us now, because not your whole name, just your first name. 'Cause I feel like I don't know that.
All right, SM88 is here.
288.
288.
Sammy.
All right, Sammy, what size are you?
Large.
All right, what do we have in the large? Oh, so that has never been printed before. That is the Carla Marie Anthony crew, which we thought about printing the first year, but never happened.
I can be making weird faces at you back here, but I'm not.
I don't know if people can hear you.
I said I could have been making weird faces at him, but I wasn't.
So here's what's going to happen, Sammy. What you have to do now is email us, hello@carlamarieandanthony.com,
Thank you.
with your name, your address, and what you want. That way we can send it out to you in the mail.
It's actually easier today. We're still.
Oh.
Because we only have 2 for me to remember who gets what.
There we go. We are now done for the day. I did have one other thing on there, but we can do that on Thursday. Actually, it makes more sense to do it on Thursday as we get into Labor Day weekend because it was your summer wins. And because we're closing out the summer, which is kind of crazy. Technically, the summer doesn't end until the end of the month. But for most people, school starts back up, less likely to take vacation in September as opposed to like a summer vacation.
Yeah.
So we are staring down the barrel of the end of the summer.
I don't know. Like, part of me is like, oh, I am excited for fall. And then I'm like, no, just let me keep feeling the sun.
Yeah. Summer's still blazing here in New Jersey, says Jen. Still sweating on the deck today. Yesterday was actually pretty hot
Yeah.
in
I
Seattle.
went to the Mukilteo Beach.
You went to the beach yesterday? I didn't know that.
We didn't like.
I want to go to the beach. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Congratulations to SM88 and Robbie and Everett for winning their You Look Great gear. We are going to have 2 more giveaways on Thursday. So if you didn't win today or any of the other days we did it, be back here Thursday. And if you have not done so yet, themorningshowpodcast.com is available wherever you listen to podcasts. Got anything, Carla Marie?
The Morning Show podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
You said themorningshowpodcast.com is available.
Oh.
I was like, something's
The Morning Show podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts. Peace out.
Cub Scouts.